Hello, friends, and welcome to today's ASMR Reiki Healing Energy Work session. Today's session is going to be a lunar session where we are going to open up the pathways for change. Before we begin our session, we're going to talk about the astrology and the energies that we are tapping into in this session. Today is the new moon in Aquarius. New moons are times of darkness, the midpoint of the dark moon phase, when the moon is in total darkness because the sun stands behind it. The sun and moon in alignment, in conjunction. Aquarius is the water bearer. It is the 11th sign of the zodiac, the fixed air sign. It is the energy of going from tradition to unconvention. It is the energy of freedom, of rebellion, of doing things outside the box. Air signs are connected with our mind, and fixed signs are about bringing things into being, fixing routines and patterns. So this new moon in Aquarius is a very good time for us to open up to our personal purpose. It is a time for us to step into our full potential and align with our sovereignty and where we would like to move forward. This alignment of the moon and sun, the moon, our inner self, and the sun, our outer self, marks the beginning of the first lunar cycle of 2025. We also see Pluto and Mercury in conjunction with this alignment too. So Pluto and Mercury are also in alignment with the sun and the moon, all in the sign of Aquarius. Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth, of transformation, the energies of renewal, of rising from the ashes. And Mercury is the planet of communication, the way that we talk, the way that we express ourselves. So these two planets being in alignment with this new moon really brings in these energies of renewal, of transformation and change, and allowing us to bring our wisdom into our being, into this alignment of inner and outer self, so that we can communicate and step forward into the new cycle of our truest being. We also see tomorrow Uranus, the planet that is ruled by Aquarius, the ruler of Aquarius, stationed direct after being in retrograde since October 2024 in the sign of Taurus. So this is really going to add to these energies of change and renewal. Uranus is the planet of rebellion, the rebellion to be yourself, the rebellion to be free in your identity, to accept that change is the only constant, and to allow yourself to grow and ground in your being. Really, these energies of bringing us back to the self and allowing us to transform whom we are and how we project who we are out into the world, allowing us to take a moment of peace and alignment with our being, and enabling us to set the goals and intentions to move forward with our purpose, with the things that we want to deliver to the world around us. In this healing session, we're going to tap into those energies of the new moon. We're going to tap into those energies of Pluto, of Uranus, in these very celestial energies of change and renewal, to allow ourselves to step forward into our newest form of being and really clear our energetic body, to allow us the freedom to simply be whomever we are, to step forward into those authentic purposes of ourself and allow us to communicate ourselves freely and openly. We'll begin by setting our intention. Take a moment to focus on the breath, breathing in healing energies, releasing those things that no longer serve. We're going to set our intention to allow us to make a connection, to focus our energies and to focus the energies of this healing session. My intention for today's ASMR Reiki Healing Energy Work session is to aid us in connecting to the lunar energies around us, to these celestial planetary energies that are shifting, aligning, and moving around us, allowing us to take these energies into our energetic being, into our energetic body, to allow us to release those things that are no longer serving and clear the pathway for new opportunities, for renewal, for clear communication, enabling us to connect to ourself in our most authentic form, and allowing us to release those forms of ourselves that are now outdated, aiding us to shed those energetic levels and layers that are no longer serving, empowering us to simply be whom we are in this present moment and step forward in our truest form. If you would like to add your own intention, do so now. To open up this session and aid us in connecting with ourself, with our breath, with our being, we're going to begin by using this Palo Santo, this sacred flame, this sacred smoke, to open up our energetic body and allow us to connect with those etheric forms of ourself, those subtle energies that we all hold within us, and those subtle energies of the universe around us. Opening up our energetic body, and really clearing anything that stands in our way to finding our authentic self, being our authentic self, caring for ourselves, allowing the smoke to pass through your energetic body, empowering you to be, allowing your energy field to open up, ready for release and renewal. Focusing the mind, focusing the breath, focusing the being on this self-healing, on this cleansing, this renewal. I like to use this road opener spray to help remove any obstacles that stand in our way, any energies that are no longer serving, that are in resistance to this new cycle that we are stepping into. Cutting ties with any energy cords that drain us of our energies. Gently removing those energies that no longer serve. Breathing in those healing, rejuvenating energies and breathing out those things that no longer serve. Next, we're going to use this Road Opener blend oil, handcrafted by my friend Amy. Going to use this beautiful magical oil to allow us to open up our self and our energy field to new pathways, connecting us to this energy of new beginnings, this energy of rebirth and renewal, and clearing any blockages that may stand in our way while encouraging in new opportunities. Clearing those paths forward. And opening up those paths of opportunity and renewal. Bringing in those energies of new beginnings and aligning us on our path forward. Charging our energy field with the energy of new beginnings. Going to use this small satin spar wand to draw in our Reiki healing symbols and to aid us in connecting to those energies around us. going to use this beautiful labradorite to connect us to the energies of transformation and change. Really connecting us to these energies of new beginnings, of renewal, of rebirth. Guiding in these cyclic energies of change and abundance. Charging our energetic body with these crystal vibrations to aid us with our growth, to aid us with our renewal, to align us on our path, to align us in our being, to align us with our authentic self. Combing them through our energetic body to align us in those energies of growth. I'd like to use one last crystal. This is epidite. We're using this crystal to connect to our forms of communication, our throat chakra, and enable us to communicate clearly and freely from our authentic self, for our authentic self, and really just bring in those elements of communication, allowing us to communicate with the universe and the universe to communicate with us along this pathway that we are opening up for new beginnings. Combing this energy through our energetic body and creating this bridge of communication between ourselves and the outside world, our ourselves and the universe, our inner self, our outer self, and the way that we show up in all our forms. The stories we tell to ourselves, about ourselves, the stories we tell to others, communication in all its forms. Really pulsing this vibration of communication and clarity into our being, into our mind, into our throat chakra. Placing this crystal in our throat chakras, in our centers of communication, so that we can call upon its energies and our ability to speak freely, to be heard clearly, especially that communication with ourself, with our purpose, with our goals. Really allowing us to focus and hone those intentions we want to place out in the world, those energies that we want to give out. For those intentions and energies that we place will then be received back. We attract what we put out there. We attract what we call in. Lastly, I would like to use these coins, this gold necklace of coins that I received that was my grandmother's, to bring in those energies of abundance and really connect us to our inner abundance, to the abundance of the universe, and ground this abundance in our being. Connecting us to our inner abundance, connecting us to the abundance of the universe. Grounding us in abundance, grounding us in being, grounding us in our energies, grounding us in the universe. Grounding us in our desires, our purpose, our intention, our goals, and allowing us to step forward into these energies of new beginnings. Going to end our session with this protection oil. To fluff up our energetic body, creating a filtration system, one that will allow in energies that are in alignment with our being, with our needs, and keep out those energies of detriment, those energies that will not serve us in our present form. Fluffing up the energetic body, smoothing it and filling any holes, creating this safe space for you to exist in, and empowering you to stand in your own energies. Allowing you to take up space. Keeping out those energies that do not serve. And allowing in those that are in alignment with our individual needs. Gentle, protecting energy barrier. Allowing us to be protected yet connected. Allowing us to stand in our own, for you are loved and accepted. You are perfect in all your forms. You are powerful and capable. You are able to make any changes necessary for your growth. Your intentions will come to fruition. Take action. Take those small steps forward. I hope that you enjoyed this lunar session. Until the next time.